It's a pure wrestling gauntlet match.
I'm not taking anything away from anybody. I'm just saying I can hang. I can do it better.
Kip up there by Eric Martin.
Built different. He's mastered his own body.
That's so important, knowing your
Look at
identity.
that. Look at that.
Nowhere to go, and he has the tap.
That's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
for our opinion, Eric Martin previously one of these. And look at that, great moves there from Delirious trying to make. Whoa! The arm is going left to right. Oh, shoot! Oh, God! Oh, God!
Hey, maybe LSG hits him hard enough, they'll speak clearly.
Gonna need to defeat Delirious, though. Springboard! Got it! Beautiful! Bending, this is the Buddha lock here. This is what he did to Lethal. This is when Lethal needed to go to the ropes, and Delirious has the tap. Oh, there you go. And LSG. Oh, great counter into the backbreaker.
It's been so broken down. Yeah.
And he could end things right here. Oh!
He blocked it.
Blocked it.
He blocked it.
Three.
What do we have here? Another Ring of Honor pure gauntlet, chock full of some
Does he ever shut up?
Cuts him up here. The leg. Two.
That is rope break number 1 used by Bryan Johnson.
Oh, what?
That's fine. You get
awarded
one.
use of a
His
close
feet
fist.
on the rope.
Two. But it.
Oh. Did he? Hey, you know what? That's a smart dude. That's a smart dude.
You know, what the foundation is all about is giving wrestlers like Red Titus a chance to prove that they are that strong.
Wow. Titus off the rope.
He caught him right on flush of the chin right there.
Oh, God. Planting the ankle dragon screw leg whip. Oh.
Gotta focus.
The damage is done.
But thinking on the fly, came right back.
He's taking control of the wrist. Gut wrench here.
Well, Red's is connecting with these right hands, though, really well. Oh, wow, he's
Aiming for the chin, too. Yeah, aiming for the chin.
Ducks the right. And contacts Delirious. And gentlemen, we are approaching the time limit here. Oh, and that is the
And
time
by
limit.
split decision, the winner of this match, Mike Bennett.
Wow.
What?
Mike Bennett with the victory.
What?
Hi, I'm Quinn McKay, and we're coming at you today with a very special week by week. I know it's been a while since we've been able to see them, so we'll see some great action from the United Kingdom with some Ring of Honor stars you know and love. Wrestle Carnival presented Carnival of Honor from Portland Center, Nottingham, and today we'll see 3 matches from that great event. We'll see former ROH Pure Champion Doug Williams face Dean Allmark in a Pure Rules match. Plus, my goodness, it would be great to see Martina wrestle. I love Martina, and I cannot wait until she's finally back in the US to wreak havoc on our women's division. But first, Leighton Buzzard goes one-on-one with the one and only Joe Hendry. This will be a super fun episode, so let's get to it. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell down below if you haven't already. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
Weighing in at 261 pounds, this is Joe, the Answer Hendry.
Wow, 261, that is the heaviest I think we've ever seen Joe Hendry, and it's all muscle he's put on. Look at this, Leighton Buzzard trying to take him by surprise. As you say, Hendry knows him very well. Some power from Joe Hendry.
Sheer devastating power and strength from the Answer, Joe Hendry. Oh, that might have been a mistake from El Capitan.
Hendry trying for a pop-up powerbomb there, but a counter from Leighton Buzzard. Hendry was trying to end this early doors. Instead, here comes Buzzard. His body on the line, and it paid off. Going torpedo-like between that top and middle rope to take out Hendry.
And now outside here on that hardwood floor. This is precarious for both men.
Oh! Well, it's more precarious for Buzzard, who went face first into the steel ring post. Hendry is looking like an absolute machine here tonight.
Mentioned it in passing earlier, Dave, but Joe Hendry once took Leighton Buzzard under his wing. They had something good going, but then El Capitan outgrew their working relationship and...
Oh! Big chop across the chest from Hendry. He's going to send Leighton Buzzard back in here, and Hendry was... Oh, got a big super kick from Buzzard. Hendry somehow stayed on his feet. Buzzard's going to the ropes here. Hendry catches him. Joe Hendry hoists him up onto his shoulders. Again, raw power from Hendry.
I'm telling you, Joe Hendry has always been strong, but we're seeing an absolute animal between those ropes here tonight. How do you improve on perfection? Here's your answer, pun intended.
Hendry represented Scotland at the Commonwealth Games just 3 or 4 years ago now, and he's always been one of the best pure athletes in all of British wrestling. Look at the ease with which he just turned Leighton Buzzard upside down.
Well, Buzzard is good. He's damn good. But he better have something special here tonight, because Joe Hendry looks as ready as I've ever seen him, Dave.
Hendry, I know, was tweeting a couple of weeks ago, I saw, which I thought was kind of ominous, that he's sick and tired of not being at the absolute top of the wrestling industry. And on that note, he's probably taken exception to some of this hype around Leighton Buzzard and maybe going to try and prove a point here. Again, the suplex demonstrating the power of Hendry, who went for the cover and got 2.
New look for Hendry and some newfound strength again. Cannot overemphasize this point. Dave, you and I have called countless matches from Joe Hendry. We've never seen him this powerful.
Once more trying to get Buzzard up on his shoulders. Buzzard this time ended up on his feet behind Hendry. Now he's got Hendry on his shoulders. The Death Valley driver.
El Capitan, this is what he does. Recently won a 60-minute Ironman match in ICW against none other than Andy Wilde. So Leighton Buzzard, he sticks in there. He's no stranger to grilling matches.
Yeah, you can't win that kind of match without having some pretty good conditioning. So Leighton Buzzard isn't going to be overawed by the fact that Joe Hendry has clearly been in the gym, but he's going to have to use his speed and his agility, and he uses it well there. Missile dropkick off the top. Buzzard going to try for the cover, and Hendry kicks out on 2.
Buzzard wearing a mask of frustration. Of course, previously mentioned that history. Leighton Buzzard has pinned Joe Hendry in the past, but I need to re-emphasize that word, in the past. This is not the same Joe Hendry as before.
Of course, we are working with our friends at Ring of Honor here tonight, and Hendry has been a part of Ring of Honor for the past several years. He's been frustrated, I know, that he hasn't been able to be as big a part as he would have liked to have been because of the pandemic in this past year and a half. Maybe that's where some of that frustration in that tweet I was talking about, that's maybe where it stems from, but it will be frustration that only grows bigger if Leighton Buzzard defeats him here tonight at Carnival of Honor.
Don't count it out, El Capitan. Oh.
Power once more, trying for the tornado DDT, but Hendry saying no, but here it is, the counter from Leighton Buzzard. He's got the shoulders of Hendry down for 2.
Leighton Buzzard almost stealing one, but Joe Hendry comes back again.
That's what Buzzard needs to do, though. That kind of thing as well. Hendry put his head down too early, the DDT and a cover, and that's the closest that Buzzard has got. 2 3/4 there for the youngster.
Leighton Buzzard again looking frustrated, can't let this moment get on top of him. So brash, so arrogant, so confident. Needs to put Hendry away. What a message Buzzard would send to the entire pro wrestling world if he did just that.
Taking that knee deep into the back, to the spinal column of Joe Hendry, and stretching those arms backward is Leighton Buzzard, who has weathered that early storm of power offense from Joe Hendry, and he's found his place in this match, but Hendry is getting back to his feet. Just Buzzard, though, showing some striking ability of his own. He's keeping Hendry down here with these right hands.
Oh, but for how long?
Hendry, scoop slam with authority from the answer.
Animalistic rage and power, and look at that back elbow as well.
Yeah, a pair of them from Hendry. Hendry going to try and throw Buzzard across the ring.
Nearly threw El Capitan right out of the building, all the way back to Scotland.
DDT from Hendry, who floats over into the cover. Trying to press those shoulders down, didn't hook the leg, and Buzzard kicked out.
And Leighton Buzzard now reaching for that bottom rope. You can see both these men breathing hard, breathing heavy. This is a big night for both of them as Joe Hendry surveys the scene.
Hendry with a nod of acknowledgement. Very happy to be back in a wrestling ring in front of these great fans here at Nottingham. He's going for the ankle lock, the Hendry lock he calls it. Buzzard had that scouted, rolled out of the way. Hendry, I think, headbutted the turnbuckle. Gets it with a fall away slam from Hendry. Oh, Hendry with a cover on Leighton Buzzard, who again finds a way out, but that one, I'm sure, will have left its mark.
Hendry has always been a freak of nature. The entire pro wrestling world knows that, but yet again just improved on that to come here to Wrestle Carnival and show even more strength. It was unthinkable that someone as raw-boned as Joe Hendry could improve on that, but he has. And here we have both men down.
There's a fine heritage in carnivals of strongman competitions, and I think Joe Hendry back in the day would have won his fair share of them.
Leighton Buzzard shakes his head, tries to shake off the cobwebs.
It is Hendry who's got a hold of Buzzard, though, as they get back to their feet. Big slap, leaving his handprint on the chest of Leighton Buzzard. Buzzard, though, fighting back. Great fighting spirit here. Oh! Shots across the chest, though, from Hendry as an uppercut. Buzzard doesn't go down. In fact, he's fighting back. Here comes Leighton Buzzard. You've got to be impressed by this kid here. Uppercut. Hendry. Twisting, turning strike, really. What a power behind that from Hendry. Buzzard gets the boot up as Hendry tried to charge into him in the corner. Again, that speed of Buzzard helping him out here. Leighton Buzzard outside on Hendry.
And there's some power from El Capitan, but Joe Hendry's back to his feet.
Same move this time, hit it harder. He got him right in the throat with that chop there.
And that was maybe a desperation move from Hendry, just one last strike before he himself crumpled to that canvas. And this is anyone's match for the taking, Dave. These men know one another so well. Who has that extra 10-15% that will get the job done?
We're up to 7. Both men are stirring, which is good news. We don't want this to end in a double count out down on the canvas. They are both up at exactly the same moment. Opposite corners of the ring. It is on a knife edge here between Joe Hendry and Leighton Buzzard. Hendry charges into the corner. Buzzard follows him in. Now Buzzard, we slipped briefly there, but he's up on the second rope. Unloading with the right hands in the corner, but Hendry going to push him away. Oh. Buzzard lands on his feet. Oh my! Code breaker from Joe Hendry. The cover from Hendry. The leg hooked. And Hendry, no. Oh no, Hendry doesn't win it.
Oh, that was 2.8, 2.9 at least before Leighton Buzzard powered that shoulder off the canvas. Joe Hendry can't believe it. Well, he better start. Should know by now what El Capitan brings to the table. And we're busy waxing lyrical about how much Hendry has improved. Well, over the past few years, Leighton Buzzard has blossomed into one of the best on the pro wrestling map.
Well, this is the first time I've called a Leighton Buzzard match. I've been very impressed by what I've seen here, but still got a job to do. It's going to be a difficult job if Hendry nails whatever he's planning here. Joe Hendry scaling the turnbuckles.
Oh,
Leighton Buzzard in a bad place.
It's a long way down.
Buzzard knew it. Yeah, it was absolutely critical that Buzzard got out of that, and he did. Hendry, though, is in a bad place himself now, because here comes Leighton Buzzard off the top. Oh, twisting and turning, but Hendry moved out of the way. Buzzard tries for the kick, doesn't get it. This time he does get it right into the jaw of Hendry. The cutter. Leighton Buzzard drops Joe Hendry.
And Buzzard now with all the momentum. Wow, Dave, imagine if Leighton Buzzard could defeat his former mentor here tonight. Unbelievable.
Oh, running shooting star from Leighton Buzzard. Buzzard, a picture-perfect moonsault off the second turnbuckle. The cover from Buzzard, and Hendry again hangs in there against El Capitan.
The margins are so fine, so fine. Leighton Buzzard begging with the referee, please tell me that was 3. Sadly not, for Buzzard has to go back to the drawing board and come up with a way to put Joe Hendry down for the 3.
Well, this might be the way, but it's looking high risk for Leighton Buzzard as Hendry nips up. Joe Hendry's got Leighton Buzzard. Big throw off the top. Buzzard landed hard. Hendry tries for the cover again and again. Buzzard somehow found something in the tank. And this match continues.
This match might go on all night, Dave Bradshaw. Both these men As we said, know one another so well, and Hendry now back to his feet. Wants these people to rally behind his cause.
Hendry going to send Buzzard to the ropes. Gets him up. Oh my, look at this from Hendry. Oh, Hendry on counter. What a counter. Code red and a kick out from Hendry. Hendry's tried for that pop-up powerbomb on 2 or 3 separate occasions here. Clothesline. He's going to send him to the ropes again. Once more trying for it. Hendry's got him up. Joe Hendry, what a powerbomb. What a powerbomb. When it came, it was brutal, and Hendry uses it to defeat Leighton Buzzard.
And your winner, Joe the Answer Hendry.
Well, if that bell rings, Martina in a lot of trouble, but...
Well, there's only one known way to revive Martina.
I'm surprised there's anything in that can.
It's like Popeye and spinach.
And Martina now needs another breather after being resuscitated.
That was an energetic entrance, to say the least, on the part of the Session Moth. Heidi Katrina with some hygiene concerns.
I'm telling you, Alexis Falcon, the Iron Woman, we might be able to call Session Moth Martina the Iron Lung.
Referee, I think, not really sure what to make of Martina.
Ring the bell, come on now.
There's a pose-off going on here. Heidi Katrina, who does have some business to attend to here. She is the Sendai girls' first gaijin from Essex via Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah, and if you follow Heidi Katrina on social media, you'll know, never out the gym. And you can see that sculpted, muscular frame that Katrina has, so powerful.
Is it unfair to assume that she spends more time in the gym than the Session Moth?
Well, you know, unless the pub has a gym attached to it, I don't think Martina's interested. And this is smart from Alexis.
Oh, well, you hear that?
Oh, there we go.
Alexis Falcon suggesting that Session Moth and Heidi Katrina go at it, and she's just going to watch from the outside, I think.
I'm telling you, Falcon's so smart. This is the way to do it. Play your opponents against one another.
Well, I'm going to make a bold prediction that Alexis Falcon won't stay out there if she thinks she has an opportunity to win the match. Well, that's not the way that Session Moth is going to win the match.
Well, thanks for coming, Martina. Barely even budged Heidi Katrina.
Heidi Katrina, such an athlete. She's going to, I think, give Martina a second crack at this, and Martina, shoulder block again, and same result.
Maybe third time's a charm for the Session Moth.
I think Martina is saying that maybe with just a little bit more fuel inside her, that could be the difference maker.
If we found out that spinach beer, I won't be surprised.
Now hang on now. So much for Alexis Falcon staying on the outside. Oh! It's like the Great Muta.
No need.
And out into the corner comes Martina. Alexis Falcon into trouble. So much
more like the Great Blutard.
So much for it being Heidi Katrina against Martina. In fact, they formed an alliance here against Falcon.
Oh, and now after being so clever early on, Alexis Falcon in dire straits. Almost 2-on-1 here.
Well, Martina was trying for a suplex, I think, but couldn't lift Falcon. She'll try a second time. Heidi Katrina is being asked by Martina to give her a helping hand. And whoa, with some help. Nope, still couldn't get it done. Alexis with a kick right into the ribs of Martina.
Well, why should Katrina help Martina? This is a three-way match, not a tag team match.
This time gets her. A never say die attitude. Whoa, from Martina, but the drop kick from Heidi Katrina showing, as you suggested, that Heidi Katrina not going to be teaming up here with Martina. It is every woman for themselves.
That vertical leap was fierce from Katrina. Starting to feel it now.
There's the boot to the face from Martina, who now catches Heidi Katrina by surprise, rolled her up for a 2 count.
All it takes is 3.
By the way, Alexis Falcon there was nowhere to be seen in terms of breaking it up, but now she's back in the ring and taking Martina by surprise, attacking her from behind, and now a vicious assault here ongoing from Alexis Falcon.
And now soaking up that applause.
Running neck breaker from Alexis Falcon, who'll go for the cover, kick out by Martina. Martina's gone a long time now without a drink.
Well, you know, listen, it could be terminal. Alexis Falcon, she cannot worry about Martina and her habits. Big things at stake here, as you said, Bradshaw. Such a competitive women's division we have here at Carnival.
There's a drop kick from Falcon. She'll go for the cover. Hooking that left leg of Martina, who was able to kick out. Heidi Katrina now has rolled back in. And this one...
The window has closed for the Iron Woman. She had Martina one-on-one, but now Heidi back in there, but walking gingerly on that leg.
I was going to say, you're absolutely right. The window had indeed closed. That's the problem here in a three-way match. You have to make sure your other opponent is neutralized before you try for the cover. Martina's getting back to her feet.
Well, a stalemate here. Oh, look at this.
Now a new alliance forming. Heidi Katrina and Alexis Falcon. I think Martina's the crowd favorite, but there is no remorse whatsoever from Heidi Katrina and Alexis Falcon. Snapmare takedown from Katrina, followed by a kick right between the shoulder blades.
Well, I think that Falcon and Katrina have just tired of the Session Moth's antics, but Dave, this is a three-way match. As we said, only one woman can win. Oh,
snap suplex from Katrina. Yeah, you're right. Any alliances here, inevitably, by the nature of the beast, are temporary.
Look at this now.
Suplex this time from Alexis Falcon, and they seem to be having a suplex competition here to Heidi Katrina and Alexis Falcon, but Martina is fighting back from her knees, and Martina, that might put paid to that. Boot to the back of the head there from Alexis Falcon.
And now the alliance reforms, although for how long is the question.
Double suplex. Martina's in some real trouble.
Oh, now a double pin.
The double pin. Maybe they're going to share the victory. Well, it didn't happen anyway, but I'm not sure what the outcome would have been if that was a 3 count.
Listen, when there's money at stake and up for grabs, no one wants to share.
In any case, this onslaught against Martina continuing. Falcon choking her out in the corner. Yeah, and she's right. Alexis Falcon telling the referee it's a triple threat. There's no disqualification. She can choke her for as long as she wants.
Look at the power in Heidi Katrina's legs. Just sheer force.
Now Falcon doing more of the same. This crowd not impressed by this 2-on-1 effort against Martina.
No, these people came here for a party with the Session Moth. Well, the party has been pooped.
So might Martina's chances after that German suplex. A round of applause there from Heidi Katrina.
A little bit condescending if you ask me, and Alexis Falcon knows it.
Yeah, I think Falcon took exception to that. A little shove in the arm. Doesn't strike me as a natural alliance, really, Alexis Falcon and Heidi Katrina.
No, perhaps couldn't get two more different human beings. Different philosophies, but it's a game of whatever you can do, I can do better right now.
Yeah, more stomps to Martina from Heidi, Katrina, and now Alexis Falcon doing the same. This has been, what, 5-6 minutes now that the Session Moth has been enduring this.
Well, I can't believe it, Dave, but I'm about to say something I never thought I'd say. I almost feel sorry.
Wait a second, wait. A betrayal here from Alexis Falcon, rolled her up for a 2 count. Yeah, so much for the alliance.
Oh, and now the Iron Woman says it was just a mistake. Don't read too much into it. Come on now, Heidi
How
Katrina.
do you do that by mistake? Hang on a second, here comes Martina!
Whoa!
Double crossbody. And the breakdown of that duo is very, very good news for the Session Moth. Here she comes. Into the corner, takes out Heidi Katrina to the other side, and taking out Alexis Falcon, ducks the clothesline from Heidi Katrina, and there's an enziguri.
Suddenly, Martina rejuvenated.
Spinning kick right into the face of Alexis Falcon from Martina. Martina with the knees to the shoulders, and now hooks the leg of Alexis Falcon for a 2 count.
The Session Moth in a hurry all of a sudden. Must have heard its last orders at the bar.
Spinning neck breaker from that suplex position on the part of Martina. Heidi Katrina breaks it up, keeps the match alive. Heidi Katrina very determined to win this. A double underhook into the suplex. Oh, big kick from Alexis Falcon. Yeah, I think we can say that partnership is well and truly dead.
All 3 women down here in the middle of the ring. The referee checking on them. A stalemate here at the Carnival of Honor. I think you're right, Dave. I don't think we've got any friendships left in this triple threat.
Crowd are trying to energize Martina at this important moment in the match. Whoever is able to strike the first here, I was going to say, might have a crucial advantage, but all 3 women still on their knees. They're all striking each other, but no one getting a decisive blow, I don't think, at this point. That one rocked Heidi Katrina, though.
I think the advantage would have to go with Alexis Falcon here. Hits the hardest of the 3.
And she was first back to her feet as well, only narrowly, though, and now maybe they are going to work together again. Maybe not. Here comes Martina. Martina chopping and striking. Alexis Falcon and Heidi Katrina. Where does she get this energy from?
God only knows. There's a headbutt.
Martina, oh, drops her face first. Alexis Falcon eating the canvas there. Here she comes. Martina ducking a clothesline. Oh my, look at that from the second rope. A lung blower from the second rope. Martina with the cover, and Martina has won this 3-way match.
And your winner, the Session Moth, Martina.
A very, very different outcome this month to last for Session Moth, who last month didn't even make it to the ring for her match.
Let's get this party started.
The following is a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match and will be fought over a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first to my left, from the Wirral via Stoke-on-Trent, he is the star with a smile, Dean Allmark. And to my right, he is the ambassador of British wrestling, Doug Williams.
All right, the introductions are out of the way. We are getting ready to go, and as we heard, this match, a collaboration with our friends at Ring of Honor. This is going to be a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match.
Now, gentlemen, each of you will have 3 rope breaks to stop a pinfall or submission hold. If either of you uses all of their breaks, pinfall and submission attempts will then be legal for your opponent. Closed fist punches to the face are not permitted, however, punches to other areas of the body are. The first closed fist punch will result in a warning and the second in disqualification. As with all standard Ring of Honor matches, there will be a 20 count if either of you are on the floor, and any outside interference will result in automatic termination from the roster for the competitors involved.
There we are. The rules laid out. This special Ring of Honor Pure Rules match, and as per the Code of Honor, it is convention that there is a handshake before the match. We have now had that handshake. We're going to get underway. It was in August of 2006 that a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match happened in Liverpool. It was between Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. Now 15 years later in Nottingham, here we are, Doug Williams and Dean Allmark.
A hush comes over this crowd here in Nottingham. They know they're seeing something special here tonight. Indeed, every time Doug Williams enters that wrestling ring, it must be cherished. The same could be said of his opponent, mind you. Something's got to give here tonight.
So much, of course, known about Doug Williams, but for those who don't know, Williams has been an ambassador, as he's known, for British wrestling all around the world. He's been part of Ring of Honor during his career. He's also been part of TNA or Impact Wrestling. He's competed in Japan, competed all around the world, in fact, as Doug Williams, just about one of our most successful exports ever. And now back here in the heart of England, in Nottingham, to compete against Dean Allmark. Allmark, by the way, as you said, 2 decades in the wrestling industry, and much of that spent in All-Star Wrestling, one of the most active promotions in the country over the past 2 decades. So Allmark has just had probably more ring time than anybody else in the country over these past 20 years.
But Doug Williams, so wily between those ropes. It takes something special to do something that Doug hasn't seen before. But look at that leg sweep from Allmark, and now just that heel hook trying to control the leg of Williams.
It's been a methodical start from Doug Williams and Dean Allmark, but Williams is showing here that, I know he's had a few matches back since he announced his return, but this probably, I think, with no disrespect to any of his other opponents, you've got to say this against Dean Allmark might be his most challenging one yet, and it doesn't look like Doug Williams has missed a beat.
Oh, 100%, and you can see the respect that Williams has shown Dean Allmark here tonight, getting himself into tremendous physical shape for this main event.
Remember, of all those rules that were listed about this match, possibly the most significant, I think, is that number, that limited number of rope breaks you can have. We saw that Williams was briefly caught in a submission hold there, and you know, you've got a decision to make if you're in one of these submission holds. Do you use up one of those precious rope breaks to get yourself out of it, because there is a finite number, 3 in fact, before that can no longer come to your aid.
Yeah, those rope breaks could disappear rather quickly if you're not careful. We saw Carlos Romo, Chris Ridgway use them to their advantage earlier on tonight. Of course, they had an infinite supply of chances to use rope breaks. Only 3 apiece here in this main event.
Yeah, and that makes the strategy that you need to employ something completely different to that submission match. Allmark and Williams will be all too aware of that. And this is the kind of match that, again, even though these two have, close to 50 years experience between them inside the ring, there won't be that many times in their careers when they've competed under these rules. I know Williams obviously has in Ring of Honor. I'm sure Allmark has competed in matches of this sort occasionally, but to have that 3 rope break rule is quite a unique situation, certainly in British wrestling.
It certainly is, and when you take into account the 20 count outside the ring, there's some speed from Dean Allmark, and a smile crosses the face of Doug Williams. No slouch himself, Dave, but I don't think we're going to see much of that from Doug.
You can see the respect that these two have for each other, but that is not in any way going to detract from their efforts. Don't make any mistake about this whatsoever. This isn't just some kind of reunion tour for Doug Williams. This is an actual comeback, and Doug Williams wants victories. He wants to be winning every match he's in, looking as he has that renowned competitive streak to return back to the top of British wrestling.
That's what makes this match so interesting. You can't buy experience. And as you said, Dave, maybe because of Dean Allmark's experience, it makes him Doug's most dangerous opponent yet.
Yeah, Williams is proving pretty dangerous for Dean Allmark here. He had that Japanese stranglehold and then dragged the body of Allmark back onto his legs, and there's a reversal of the hold by Allmark.
Both these men enjoying this, Bradshaw. So competitive. They know the eyes of the wrestling world are firmly trained on Carnival of Honor here tonight.
Such technical proficiency on display from both of these men. Allmark having just taken a few seconds there to compose himself, still in that hold, of course, and he's having to find a way out. How many different kinds of reversal to this hold have we just seen from both of these guys?
It's incredible. We're seeing a clinic before our very eyes, and here the pace intensifies somewhat.
Williams telling Allmark to bring it. Allmark did exactly that. There's a cartwheel, but Williams straight back to him. Allmark have to side headlock, but Williams going to look for the chaos sphere. He couldn't get it. Allmark now. A headstand on the turnbuckle. Williams looking a little bit bemused by that.
Almost suckered in, but catches the legs of Allmark. There's the count from the referee.
Dean Allmark has used his first rope break.
That's controversial. He's saying that counts as a rope break for Allmark. Allmark's not happy with that.
Oh! And that unhappiness manifests itself in a big old right hand.
Yeah, it was a closed fist. That was a closed fist.
Dean Allmark has used one closed fist punch.
Yeah, but you only get one warning, and Dean Allmark's just had it.
Well, in the space of just a few seconds, Dean Allmark, you know, accidentally you'd have to say used up a rope break, but nothing accidental about that closed fist.
Yeah, that was not a good few seconds for Dean Allmark, one way or another. Between that rope break and the fist, it was really using up a lot of the leeway that he had available to him, both in terms of public warnings and the rope breaks. You can see Williams has some athletic tape applied to that left arm. I don't know if there's a problem there. I'm not aware of it. But Allmark, I think, is choosing, it's no coincidence that he's choosing to focus on that left arm.
No, if there is an injury there, Allmark wants to exploit it. Certainly the deeper this match goes, there's the knee right down across that arm yet again, and Doug certainly favouring that left elbow.
Allmark, though, first to the strike with that knee into the midsection of Williams. Williams trying to sweep the leg, but Allmark saying no, and Allmark going for the armbar. We saw Giselle Shaw win her match with an armbar just a few minutes ago, and now Williams is in some trouble. Yeah, look, actually he's got his foot on the rope.
That's going
to be one of his rope breaks.
Doug Williams has used one rope break. He has two left.
Yeah, they both have two left now. Allmark and Williams have both used up one of their three possible rope breaks. I think the referee is checking with Williams that his left arm is okay for him to continue.
Here's the crucial thing though, Dave. When you think, yes, one rope break, a piece used, two left for each man, but you know, if this gets fiery, if this gets feisty, Dean Allmark has to be careful not to hit Doug Williams with another closed fist. That could be critical in this match. It could be terminal for Allmark.
Face first into the turnbuckle goes Allmark. Williams going back in, looking for a sunset flip. But that's not a rope. Is that a rope break?
Dean Allmark has used his second rope break. He's one left.
There's a schoolboy roll up here by Williams and a kick out by Allmark. Allmark feeling aggrieved again at the referee's decision there on the rope break.
Oh, Doug Williams. You don't want to trade uppercuts like that with Doug.
The drop toe hold sends Williams face first into the middle turnbuckle. And he's draped the arm of Williams over the rope.
Doug Williams has used his second rope break. He has one left.
That was by no means deliberate on the part of Williams. The DDT by Dean Allmark. Williams will kick out, but let's just recap here. Dean Allmark draped the arm of Williams over the rope and then applied a hold, so by default, Williams was using a rope break. That means now Allmark having inadvertently used his second one. Both of these men only have one rope break remaining.
Yeah, you think use one more rope break and then the next time your opponent locks on a submission, those ropes are useless to you. So this is crucial now. One rope break apiece left in this match. Let's see how this pans out, Dave. This is so absorbing to watch.
Running leg drop from Allmark. Going to try for the cover here, right in the middle of the ring. Kick out on one from Williams.
Just cranking the head, the neck of Doug Williams, the referee, well placed to ask Williams if he wants to give it up. It's going to take a lot of punishment for that to happen.
Now you see Williams here is in the middle of the ring, but if he was near the ropes, this would be a dilemma for Doug Williams now. Would you use that rope break and then have none left?
That's so true, and maybe Dean Allmark knows that. Maybe it would be in Allmark's best interests to place Williams a little closer to that rope, but then again, Allmark might not need it because Williams could be out here, Dave.
Yeah, if his arm drops this time, it's over, but Williams just about able to hold up that arm to keep himself in the match. It was marginal though. Williams now back to his feet. Able to release himself from Allmark. There's an uppercut from Dean Allmark. These two veterans going strike for strike, hold for hold. Here in the main event, a Carnival of Honor, and there's a back elbow leaping into the air goes Doug Williams.
Doug Williams borrowing a little bit of speed and agility from Dean Allmark's playbook. Needs must.
Williams follows Allmark into the corner with a clothesline, does the same in the opposite corner. Gonna make it 3 for 3, yes he does. Maybe looking for an Uranagi there was Doug Williams, didn't get it, but he might get the overhead belly to belly, yes he does. Here comes Williams with the cover to defeat Dean Allmark. Oh, kick out by Allmark. Tell you what, this is delivering everything we expected it to. As you called it, a clinic being put on display here in Nottingham.
It's a back and forth tactical masterclass is what it is.
The elbow into the face from Allmark once more. And it's Williams with the suplex.
Oh, perfectly done from Doug Williams. Might follow it up with some more.
Double underhook into a sit-out powerbomb from Doug Williams. It's not enough. Dean Allmark is still in the match.
And you can see now, the deeper this match goes, these big moves mean so much. Maybe a change of strategy from Doug Williams, moving away from submissions due to the diminished rope breaks and going for those power moves instead.
Williams again has got the rear waist, so in fact he sits down on the shoulders, and Allmark kicked out. I think Williams was initially looking for Chaos Theory there, but in the end, saw he had an opportunity to keep those shoulders of Allmark down, and that shows you just how good Doug Williams is, able to think on the fly, to adapt. But he ran into the boot there of Dean Allmark. Slap across the face to buy him a bit of time. Allmark perched on the top turnbuckle. I'm not sure that's where he wants to be because Williams is joining him.
Oh no. Doug Williams wants to finish this right here, right now, Dave Bradshaw.
Allmark trying to ensure that there isn't a superplex, and he does that by dumping Williams back into the ring. Allmark now, top turnbuckle. Here comes Dean Allmark off the top. Oh, leg drop right across the back of the head of Williams. Allmark leaping over the top into the submission.
And look at the positioning of Williams as well, smack bang in the middle of the ring.
Remember, he's got one rope break left. He can use it here if he needs to.
Might have to, might have no choice.
He's trying to. Williams is trying to use that final rope break. He's going to use his foot to get to it, and does. So that is a rope break.
Williams has used his final rope break.
Yeah, you heard that.
Any pinfall or submission attempt now made by Allmark will be legally counted.
Exactly right. So Williams now cannot use the ropes to escape a pinfall or a submission attempt from Dean Allmark. That gives Allmark what could be a crucial advantage.
Well, if you're Allmark, you lock that hold back in ASAP.
Kick to the head from Allmark and one to the midsection here. Contract takes him down.
There's a cover.
The cover from Allmark, will that do it? No, the right shoulder up.
Tried to press down that injured left arm of Doug Williams instead of hooking the leg. Might have cost Allmark there.
And now Allmark's got the submission, a camel clutch applied, and of course, Williams cannot go to the ropes.
Oh, this is a disaster for Doug Williams. No rope breaks left.
Well, he's crawling towards the ropes, but that won't help him.
Won't do any
No,
good.
there's no rope break. There's no rope break.
The referee says it, and
Even
Dean
the
Allmark, whoa!
Roll up by Williams, and Williams got his foot on the ropes. Williams got his foot on the ropes. He caught him. The cover counts because...
And your winner, Doug Williams.
That is smart from Williams. How clever is that from Doug Williams?